What's up, guys? It's Holden from H-Bomb Fitness. Today we're going to go over the TRX Rip Trainer, and I'm just going to kind of describe to you what it is and just a few good exercises you should implement into your workout if you have it available. So the TRX Rip Trainer is this steel stick kind of that has a bungee cord, a resistance band attached to it, and you know, it's a really cool tool for sports specific training, but also really training that that core in the body and trying to resist it against the different planes, you know, your sagittal, transverse, coronal plane. And it's really cool because you can work all those different planes with this tool and the resistance band. So I'm just going to explain why it's important. So, you know, throughout the day, you're going to be encountering different types of, I guess, planes. So, you know, the transverse, sagittal, and coronal plane. The cool thing about this is that you can mimic those planes. And, you know, usually we're kind of always in that sagittal plane going forward. But the cool thing about the TRX is that you can mimic, you know, going forward, but then having to do a twist. And so it's really interesting because you can mimic going into like a plane, the sagittal, and then you can add another plane into that. So you could do a sagittal, and then also work on the coronal plane too. So it's a very good way to help stabilize that spine, because the resistance is always going to be pulling a certain direction, but your body is always going to be facing another direction. So your body is, your spine, you know, the resistance could be going this way, but you're going forward. So you're trying to resist this temptation while also going forward. So that's why it's a really great tool to really help stabilize your spine, your core, and also get a really good workout in it. And also, this is a very cool tool to mimic sport shots, or not shots, but sport moves. So I'm going to show you a few right now that I like to incorporate in my workout. So here it is, TRX Rip Trainer, like 3 feet long, less than 3 feet. I attach it to a pole right there, a punching bag right here. So you can attach it to any sort of pole or anything that's stable. So you're going to take it. There's different grips you can do. You know, the closer your hands are together, the harder it is. The wider they are, the easier it is. So I'm just going to do kind of like a neutral grip. So the first one you can do is a hockey slap shot. And this is cool because, going back to the sport training, you can mimic a hockey shot. Right? And the thing with this is, move these chains over here, you can, you know, you really can mimic that motion. The cool thing is also, you can do different speeds. You can go really slow, or you go fast for power. Nice thing about having a punch bag is do that and get some anger out on it, take some stress. So yeah, you get a hockey shot. Make sure you want to pivot your foot, really kind of rotate that body. Next one, if you're a boxer, do a jab, or something like that. And the main thing about TRX, especially for sport-specific training, is you want to really emphasize power. You know, it's great to incorporate stabilization, you know, like doing these moves really slowly, but having that power with the resistance. This is an extra heavy cord, so it's pretty tough. This really works on that thrusting motion, right? And then, so you got the jab, the hockey shot. You can do the row. So basically the squat row, have it in a neutral grip kind of, and you squat and row, squat and row, squat and row. Okay, so the cool thing about that is you're rowing, but the resistance is pulling me in, but I'm trying to pull it back while stabilizing too. And also that's a really good work exercise for working on loading, jumping, you're really loading, any of that type of motion. The next exercise is just kind of a basic chest press, and you can do it on the punching bag. It's a squat, you're basically squatting, pressing. Alright. An interesting thing about this is depending on where you put your anchor point, that will determine how you have to stabilize. My anchor point is, it's actually kind of directly in line with the punching bag. So whenever I'm doing a motion, the resistance is pulling me, if I'm facing this way, the resistance is pulling me to the left. So I really have to stabilize this side of my body. That's why I switch both sides. And really cool exercise. Since I'm a volleyball player, I can't see it, but basically what you're gonna do, you can get a lunge or go farther out, is you're gonna mimic a volleyball swing. Kind of like that. It's that motion where you're opening up and then twisting and using your shoulders. So the cool thing about this is you start here, open up, finish by crossing over. And then slowly go slow. Start picking up the pace. That itself is a good workout. But yeah, the cool thing is you can really mimic a lot of different motions. And I mean, you could do simple stuff just like this too, where you just hold it and you just resist the temptation for your body to turn in. You just hold it upright like this. Step out farther, and just make sure your spine's not twisting, and you're stabilizing right there. Hold that for 30 seconds, and that's a great exercise. But yeah, if you think of hockey, baseball, volleyball, boxing, even like soccer, you can mimic those movements by you doing lateral, coronal, plane shifts. But those are great tools to really learn how to, build that concentric force, but also that eccentric. When you're concentric, let's say you're doing baseball, you're swinging, but you can also really practice on bringing it back slowly. And that's where a lot of people lack that strength, because 50% of it is that concentric movement. A lot of people neglect that other 50% of the eccentric. A lot of people think, well, the eccentric's not very important because you're not going to generate any force because you're coming back. You're going to hit the ball. What's the point? But if you really can dial in on that eccentric, that's even better, because you're developing a whole other strength, and you're really learning to stabilize and power. Stabilize, power. And that'll just really bring a whole new level to your game. So yeah, guys, TRX Rep Trainer, highly recommend it. It's a really cool tool. You can unwind it and have two parts and take it with you. It comes with a door anchor. You can do it in a hotel room. It's a very good cardio exercise too. If you do those exercises I showed you, and you do a few sets of those with high intensity, it's a good workout. And yeah, but overall, you're really working those different planes that very rarely can you train in real life. And learn to teach your spine to stabilize itself. Alright guys, so yeah, go to TRX.com. I got mine on Amazon.com, and yeah, check it out. It's a very cool tool. Yeah, see you guys, H-Bomb Fitness, and hope to see you soon. See ya.